What? Oh, that happened. Use common sense. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, like the video if you like it, and comment down below any kinds of suggestions, comments, queries, anything. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to keep up with me outside of this channel, follow my socials. They'll be around here somewhere or in the description down below. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a subject that I have only ever experienced in my life, which is being black at a PWI. Now, if you're black, this may just be a nice, enjoyable video for you to reminisce on all the things that are happening to you or have happened to you in your PWI. But if you're not, this is a lesson for you to understand the struggles of a black person at a PWI, because I feel like a lot of times people don't actually realize what they're saying or what they're doing really makes other people uncomfortable. So with that disclaimer, let's just get straight on into the video. So the first thing and most obvious thing in my opinion about being black at a PWI is the amount of microaggressions you face on it daily. This doesn't happen more so for me now than it did before in my old school, but you never actually realize the microaggressions until like a few weeks after, and you're like, oh, that happened. Like an example could be somebody saying, like, if you have braids in, like,
how often do you wash your hair? Do you even wash your hair?
And you're like. And another one that is like really common, especially if you're coming from an African country, is like you're gonna get asked questions about like how modern Africa is, or just like things in general, like do I live in a hut or do I ride tigers to school? It's kind of odd when someone is like,
Nigeria is a country. I thought Nigeria is a continent.
like, babes, what are you on about? You take geography GCSE. Are you dumb or are you dumb? I feel like a lot of microaggressions aren't really like to offend people, but it's kind of like use common sense. Now, another big thing that I'm pretty sure every single black person has faced, or if you haven't, you're gonna face very soon, is anytime a song with the N-word comes up. I'm always stuck in an uncomfortable position, and it's so annoying. I cannot enjoy the songs that I'm meant to enjoy because I'm always like trying to listen out for who's saying the N-word. And also when they do say it, but like it's obviously them saying it and you're like, did you just say that? I know if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you would know my video about the girl at my old school who was a very avid N-word sayer. And this one time we were listening to a song by Cardi B. She said the N-word and I was like,
I said, damn, bitch.
I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable in this situation, guys. But then, like, I don't really know what to say. Like, am I supposed to call you out? Like, obviously I should, but it's puts me in an uncomfortable position because I'm the minority. Most people are gonna be for you and not for me. Which brings me to like another point. You're never gonna be able to fully always say what you want to say because you always have that voice in the back of your head saying nobody's gonna agree with you. You're gonna look really stupid right now if you go off in front of this entire class. Like there was this one time somebody had to research the civil rights era and they were asking, how do you refer to black people in that time? Like it was an innocent question. And then my history teacher was like, oh, there's a word that a lot of African Americans, some are comfortable with using it and some are not. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, like, what are you about to say? And then he was just like,
Negro.
and I'm like, what? Like, I know it's not a slur, but still, why are you so comfortable with saying it? And this is a teacher that's progressive, which also brings me to another point, is that all white people think that like one Black History Month thing or like one thing dedicating black people makes your whole school progressive, and it really does not. I get that you're making an effort, but not everything is progressive. I'm sorry. A lot of it is just performative and just to show that I'm an international school. I like all kinds of people. And even when you do learn about black people, it's like the same people all the time. Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, all those kinds of people. At least like currently I'm learning about more like black people that aren't really well known, which I appreciate because I actually wanted to learn about them. I just didn't take the time to. But in terms of other things, the progression just is not what you think it is. And like another thing is like that ties in with basically everything that I just said. It's like sometimes I second guess my blackness, and I know that not all black people are monolith and blah 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 blah, but it's kind of like when I don't speak up against something or I don't do something, I feel like I'm not doing what I can or what I should be doing, which I know it's not my responsibility to do that. Like, it's the responsibility of other people to learn and educate themselves. But when I don't do anything, there's a thought in the back of my head like, why aren't you rioting right now? Like, why aren't you doing all this stuff? But on the bright side, being black at a PWI does have its advantages, or just makes me feel good. Like, one thing is that, especially for the girls, like, I can walk around in expired braids.
You get it?
Okay.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
It was so nice because at the beginning of the year, my braids were looking horrendous. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, your hair is so nice. And I was like, babes, I don't think you're seeing what I'm seeing. I wanted to cry every single day because my hair was disgusting, but obviously only 4 people knew that my braids were expired. So it's like, I was just walking around like, yes, I know my braids are so nice. And another good thing, for me at least, about being black at a PWI, I relate everything to race, and it's so fun. I don't think you guys understand, like, it's so fun to me making every single essay about race. I can't wait for the day where we have to give a speech in history class and I'm like, as a black woman, because we had to do, like, in AP Lang, you have different kinds of essays. So we were talking about, I think, white privilege in one of the essays, and I was like, guys, hundreds, tens across the boards, darling. 10s across the board. But anyways, yeah, so that was my video about being black at a PWI. But that's basically the gist of it. Whatever you took from this video, be sure to comment down below if you have any questions about whether you are committing microaggressions or just any suggestions, queries, anything, put them in the comments down below. Like the video if you like it, and also subscribe. And also, if you want to keep up with me outside of this channel, socials will be here and in the description. I will see you guys in the next video.